What's up, all y'all trickly bastards, and welcome back to It 1700 Somewhere. As always, I'm Athen.
I'm Cameron.
I'm the special guest, Mickey, aka Spazmaster Flex, aka Supreme Asshole of the Universe.
Hi, Mickey.
That,
Get a couple shares out there real quick.
Yes, and I will do the same.
all right, I'll get my share on. Hold on a second. As soon as I.
So let's see here. So, how was everyone's day?
Well, you can see how mine went.
I know the comments.
My day. Today's my day of rest from the gym, so I just got up, chilled out a little. But I've been chilling out most of the day though, because it's like I have to freaking relax from the beating I put my body through all week just to keep my diabetes beaten down. So that's these days. So I'm in recovery and all that stuff. So Dean bite me. I know.
So I was reminded this week by our glorious leaders that we need to tell people what the show is, what the purpose of the show is. So for those that don't know, we do the show to help bring attention to the 22 a day and try and raise awareness to veteran suicides, as well as for those that are struggling. We're here to entertain. Like one thing Redneck Pimp Richie King says a lot is, if you're laughing, you ain't crying. So that's one thing we really try and do here on the show. We find the funny stories that are going to make you laugh because, well, if you're laughing, you ain't in a bad mood.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea. I like that idea.
God, that's
It
so
is.
cheers.
It is indeed.
I usually get caffeinated out of my mind on Bang because that's the new with it. And I just say exactly what's on my mind, and people are like, "Oh my shit! Somebody let him have caffeine." It's like I'm like a gremlin. You should never let me have caffeine at certain times, like ever. So yeah, that's the key to my being a smart ass success. I just get amped up on whatever energy drinks that are allowed because due to my diabetes, and then I just act natural when people are like,
bots
"Oh, wow."
did not hesitate today. On Twitch, we already have the want to become famous. It's like, I'm going to do this one way or another, bitch.
Mm-hmm. I got to get back on stuff. I was on there for a while, but
I haven't gotten into monitor comments yet. I'm still throwing shares out.
Yeah, Dean's always saying this is not Chey. Well, no shit, it's not Chey. I think she's still in Florida. So hopefully we'll get her for a day here or there, but she's got to figure that out. I don't know what's going on. Today we're going to start off with our wacky animals, though. I actually found a lot of stories last night. Some of them are a little older, but they're going to make you go, why? I did promise there was a surprise today, though. I did cut the beard. Short hair won by a lot. I mean, a lot. I was having women that I've never talked to on Facebook just pop up short. That was it. That was all they said, short. So it won. And I actually did all this myself last night. Well, this morning.
Looks respectable. It does.
So it was a challenge. But our first story, this fisherman caught a 9-pound goldfish.
9-pound goldfish?
9-pound goldfish.
Damn.
That's got wow.
That is a big goldfish.
Is
there a third eye on that bitch?
That's a big goldfish. I mean, look at it in the net, man. That's huge. Could you imagine fishing? You're thinking you're going for bass, catfish, crappie, perch, something, and you wrangle in something that looks like you should be keeping it in a tank.
That's a big bitch.
That's a big bitch.
Yes.
But December 8th, park officials in South Carolina County shared a photo of a massive 9-pound goldfish found by researchers doing a fish population survey of the lake. Greenville County Park said the unusually large goldfish was found swimming in Oak Grove Lake Park in Greenville during a fish population survey. Anyone missing their goldfish? This 9-pound goldfish was found in Oak Grove Lake during some recent testing in our lake, Post said. Ty Hook, an official with Greenville County Park, said no other goldfish were found during the survey. Yeah, because this one ate them all.
Yeah, that's probably someone had a goldfish, and for whatever reason, they didn't want them anymore or whatnot, and they just dumped them in the river or the lake.
I mean, I had a fish tank when I was in the Navy. My first patrol was short. It was only like 45 days. I came back, and the water was almost gone, but the fish was still alive. And I know he ate every other fish in that tank. So I cleaned him out, got him some fresh water, got some more fish, fed him. He grew a little bit. The second patrol, same shit happened, but it was like an 87-day patrol, and he was still alive. The third patrol, it didn't last though. The third time was not the charm for this one. But
if I had to pick out a hashtag for this, it would probably be no natural predator. So
not anymore.
Nope.
Right.
Like, you got to send this bastard to Louisiana to get some gators for some predators now.
Oh yeah.
So, Troll Homestead said goldfish will grow until they die. Aren't goldfish like a type of carp though?
I think so.
Oh yeah, that makes sense too. So I mean, and I think carp are like that too. But I mean, at a certain point, their growing just gets so slow that they basically stop growing. But I've seen some big ass carp though.
Oh yeah, carp are enormous. Aren't they nasty to eat though? Or no?
No.
I've heard they actually taste really good, but it's because they have so many bones and it's all cartilagey bones.
Yeah.
Their scales are extremely thick.
Yeah.
And they're very, very bony fish. And carp get huge. I caught one. I shit you not. I had to put my boot next to this thing to get an idea how big it was. It was probably almost 1.5 feet, 2 feet long. It was but it put up no fight. Like, it just trolled its whole way. My line kept going slack, and I'm like, what the hell? Brought it in, and it was this big ass carp. I called my buddy who was on the kayak. He came back and was like, how the hell did you catch that? He swam to me. Dude, we went out like 2 weeks later. He caught a smaller one, and the thing put up a fight like a shark, and I was pissed. Like, how the hell do you catch the fish that put up a fight, but I catch the fish that are like stoned?
That's what I was gonna say. Carp usually, like, that's why I used to like fishing for carp, just because they bite good. It's a fun fish to reel in, and then you dump it back in the water because you don't want to eat it.
Well, Asian carp you're supposed to kill. They're an invasive species, so you're supposed to beat the shit out of them.
I'm from Wisconsin, so I'm kind of cranky down here in North Carolina because I've got a constant hankering for beer battered cod. Well, beer battered anything, but I love beer battered cod by the metric ton, and you can't find cod for 100 miles down here. So I'm a moody fucker because of that. So yeah.
I've got a 2-pound cut of beef coming today. I'm gonna cook. Yeah.
Oh, you lucky.
I had to order groceries. I was like, man, is that 2 pounds of beef? Fuck yes. I know what I'm eating for that. And I've got some wings coming. I'm going to do again. I made some homemade wings like 2 weeks ago, and they turned out awesome. I found this sauce that's just amazing for them. Nice kick, good flavor. And
I'll hopefully I can scrounge up a couple of pounds from my neighbor who's like just died giving birth, milking one of her babies, and it's like I'm gonna try to get my hands on a couple of pounds of that because that is the lean. That is like damn near venison lean. I love you, man. So yeah, that's plan. I plan on doing some old school downrange drug dealing to get me easily 5 to 10 pounds if I can get my hands on it. So, yeah.
On to our next wacky animal. Yeah, you might need a headset or something. Your volume keeps coming in weird. Dean points it out. But our next wacky animal, a deer repeatedly.
What's all the noise in the background?
Oh, that's probably Gunny. Gunny! He's chewing on a water bottle.
Oh, Gunny is the neediest fucking dog ever, dude. Holy shit. I love him, but damn is he needy.
Oh, God, yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
So,
imagine living with him. Y'all have to watch him for 2 hours. I have to live with him.
Again, so down in the comments we had Jolie Little Sweater Man saying she's cooking a roast lamb later. That's pretty awesome. I actually had some sous vide filet mignon last night for dinner.
Nice.
So that was pretty bomb.
Our next wacky animal for the day is a deer that kept trying to break into a New Jersey school. And guess what, guys? We've got video.
Nice.
Yes. I know y'all love it when I get the videos. It's got volume. Hold on.
County sent back the news this video of a young deer trying to break into the school. This happened on Thursday. You can see the fawn repeatedly banging into the glass doors. Well, it never did get in and didn't appear to be
injured. She hit that so hard. Hold on. Let's
damn.
And then didn't appear to be
like, what the hell is going on here?
Didn't appear to be injured.
They don't have a basis of knowledge for Windows.
Well, they have the brain the size of a walnut or a.
That's why it's trying to go to school. It's just trying to learn, man.
It wants to figure out what a window is.
Yeah, the only way it's going to learn is trial and error, as you can see.
You're muted there.
Did you see the guy in the background?
Yeah, just like this is another day.
Yeah.
Oh, not again.
Bambi always knows when I'm not strapped. That nasty little bastard, you know. I always know when you're not strapped. It's like fuck you.
Well, so December 7th, the principal of the New Jersey elementary school shared security camera footage of a deer that repeatedly attempted to headbutt its way through a window. And I have covered several stories on this show where deer have actually broken through the glass, but usually they're a buck and the antlers make do. This one failed, thank goodness. Deer apparently mistaking its own reflection as a rival deer repeatedly slams into the windows and glass but failed to break into the building. Deer left after a couple minutes of unsuccessful attempts and did not appear to have injured itself. Well, I'm sure, yeah, because there's not much brain in there to injure.
Well, but also at the same point, it mistook its reflection as a rival deer. It's a female. It's not. They don't usually have rivalries like that, unless babies, maybe. So I think that's more of a case of the deer was just trying to go and didn't realize that the window was an impassable thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What do you is Uncle David home? Is that why you're trying to squeeze out? Dumbass. Moving on. Now it's time for why we can't have nice things. One of our stories.
Oh boy.
Where is the other one? I got a couple why we can't have nice things today. There we go. So our first one is coming from us from April 2019. So it's a little older story, but I do have a buddy that works on planes, and he has explained to me how bad of an idea shit like this is before. Because if you get anything in those turbines, you have to rip that whole thing apart to get it out. It's a nightmare. It takes forever. But this passenger decided he was going to throw coins into the plane engines to pray for a safe flight. Mind you, this is in Taiwan.
Please tell me this wasn't
Mongolia.
Taiwan or Thailand?
Mongolia.
Oh, there we go. Even Mongolia.
Was this while the engines were running?
Yikes.
We're going to get into that. I don't think so. But the woman named only as Miss Yang, 66 years old, has been detained for 10 days by the police of Hohhot Baisha International Airport in Mongolia following a bizarre incident. It forced all passengers to be evacuated from the plane. Miss Yang threw 6 coins into the engine as she was boarding a plane from the stairs. Cabin crew noticed and alerted the police before inspecting any damages. All 6 coins were found, and the flight was scheduled to take off at 8, was delayed until 10.
What?
It's not a fountain.
No.
No, it's not. The plane was not running, though, apparently. And then the month before that, a passenger was also ordered to pay 50,000 yuan for doing the same thing. They threw 2 coins into an engine, and a man sued an airline to sustain a financial loss of 70,000 due to his actions. So he may have had to pay, but he got paid for it. He was paid 70,000 yuan.
So
Wow.
this is like a thing of like it's a legit superstition. You throw coins in the engine of a plane before you take off for a safe flight.
You know how bad of an idea that is?
Yeah, I want to know
Horrible
who
idea.
the dumbass
That's
motherfucker came up with that was.
That's called we're going to be the first ones at the scene of the crash. Yep.
Yeah, that's because those things have minimal clearance. Like they are
Oh, the policy.
they are manufactured to have almost zero clearance to be as efficient as possible. And you throw anything in there.
That's why any ship with a flight deck, you do FOD walkdowns often. Like on the carrier I was on the Constellation. Dude, I was a snipe, so I wasn't on the deck very often. But when they called FOD walkdown, if you were on the deck, you were trying to get off the deck as quick as possible. We actually had a person jump overboard trying to get away from a FOD walkdown.
Oh my god!
I was way back in the day. I was on the second to last diesel boat, the USS Nassau, and we did those. My dumbass accidentally crotch saluted a lieutenant or something, but fortunately I didn't get in any trouble. But yeah, I know all about those damn FOD walkdowns. That and running on the deck for PT. Oh hell!
And don't they always have to make like an emergency landing if they run into if a bird flies into their engines like mid-flight? Don't they have to make an emergency landing for that?
I think so.
Maybe they can make it.
You know, I mean, Jesus, and you're gonna throw pennies into a.
I mean, these coins were the size of quarters, not pennies.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
they
even
would
worse.
have been over. Yeah,
These were not itty bit. These were quarters they were throwing in, which is all the better.
you would think the only bright side would be the engine would blow like right away. They wouldn't even make it off. They wouldn't even make it off the runway if you're lucky. So it would just blow the engine. Oh, we're not going anywhere.
I see a lot of people coming in.
delayed.
I see a lot of people coming in and out in the watch. I'm going to tell y'all are going to want to stick around for one of these stories. We've got an acupuncturist that wanted some revenge, and she was evil. So y'all are going to want to watch that story. I promise. Anything with needles is going to be bad. So it's
nope.
And you can see Mickey reacting now. It's way worse. I can promise that. Our next reason why we can't have nice things, a freighter accidentally dropped 1,800 containers into the Pacific Ocean. 1800 containers. Another reason why we can't have nice things. I was watching last night, there was a video of a freighter carrying cars on the ocean. They didn't have them covered in anything, and salt water will short out the batteries. So in the middle of the night, all of the cars caught fire. There's nothing you can do about it. Just watch them burn. The sun comes up and they're all rusted already. It's just bare bones. Like they burned to the ground.
Can you say weenie roast?
Oh yeah, it was somebody's getting fired for this.
Oh yeah.
But someone had an epically bad day at work aboard one cargo ship, the Apis, last week. Which is, this story came to us December 12th, so this is a newer story. Cargo ship lost 1,816 shipping containers somewhere in the Pacific while en route to California from Japan. Of those, 64 containers were marked dangerous goods like fireworks, liquid ethanol, and batteries.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, somewhere really narrows it down. There you go.
Yeah. A marine claim consultancy group expects the shipping company's losses to reach $200 million.
Damn. And see,
Oh yeah.
as far as I know, that's not all that uncommon if they get into rough seas, because those containers aren't really like strapped to the ship anyway. They use the fact that they're really heavy and loaded down to stay on the ship. So it's like they become kind of structural at that point. So, and if they get into too rough of seas, they can slide right off.
Keywords counting on.
Mm-hmm.
And the article actually discusses that, Athen. Very valid point. It does say that they're not strapped down; they are just weighted there. And another ship, or one in 1 year, 1,300 containers. In a year, 1,300 containers were found bobbing around the high seas, but they weren't tied down. This guy broke the record for the yearly loss in one night.
Damn.
So,
yeah, and I guess there's always something to be proud of.
Can we get Mr. Trump saying you're fired?
You're fired.
You're fired.
You're fired. How about no?
I knew that was coming.
Yep.
Now, the last one, while we can't have nice things, comes to us from Germany. I'm sure a couple of you sick bastards were thinking about doing the same thing yourselves. The phallic landmark, yes, the giant wood penis in Germany mysteriously disappeared.
I saw this shit.
Of course it did. Oh, because why wouldn't it, eh?
Well, it's Germany, so I mean,
we've seen the video of the dude walking out with a 3-foot dildo of the store, just picks it up and casually walks out because
I
fuck it.
want to go check your mom's room.
This thing is like
Classic.
10 feet tall. This thing is huge.
and it just barely fits your mom. No, sorry.
I heard your mom wanted to party, so I brought favors.
I mean,
that's not what your sister said.
And it just hashtag and it just barely fits your mom. There you go.
Oh my god!
and you can see compared to the people, this thing is mad. God damn it! All right, Gunny wants to go play with Uncle Dave.
Oh my god! That is literally.
Oh yeah.
The peculiar sculpture. There
So
it
it's
is.
7 foot tall. It appears to be chopped down over the weekend. All that remained on top of the 5,702 foot high Gruden Mountain was a pile of sawdust and splinters. The peculiar sculpture has become a hotspot destination for hikers in recent years and even appeared on Google Maps, where it was classified as a cultural monument. Cultural monument is a giant wood dick.
Hey, just look for whoever ordered a boatload, a damn near literal boatload of lube, and you'll find your culprit.
Right?
Oh my
And
god!
sandpaper, because you're going to have to make sure that thing is smooth.
Oh yeah, the splinters are gonna be hell, boy.
This has got to be the best story that we've ever covered on this
It
show.
weighs 440 pounds.
Hey.
440 pounds, 7 feet tall, giant wood dick.
I'm not assuming this is like a historical, item. This is probably some more modern art type thing. Someone carved it out of a tree, I'm assuming. And what probably happened was somebody was like tired of seeing this big dick on the mountainside, so they just was like, "Fuck it," chopped it down.
Doesn't say how long it's been there. It just says it's a cultural monument.
Wait, by that logic, then somebody said, "I'm tired of seeing this giant wooden cock. It's coming with me."
Forgive me, I'm in full on Beavis and Butthead mode, and I'm trying not to laugh my ass off right now.
Oh, I can already see you losing your mind over there.
And this is why we can't have nice things.
Nope.
There it is.
Nothing. Yeah.
Now I have another airplane article. This man was banned for cooking a steak on an airplane.
Huh?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
He brought a hot plate and everything on the flight. And
We're gonna find out December 7th, 2020. Getting banned from planes because of masks keep happening, but this man got banned for something else. Originally, he posted a video to TikTok, but he ended up deleting it. The video allegedly showed him grilling a steak in an airport lavatory. Happened on a Delta Connection plane, and as someone with a daily working knowledge of those regional planes, let me just say, wow, those bathrooms are tiny. like the smallest of small. And who does this? Video shows the man placing a heater over the toilet bowl and starting a fire with a lighter, and then placing an aluminum grilling sheet across the toilet seat for the steak. He then places the steak on the sheet, pours some white wine, and eventually the steak is cooked. He cooked a steak on this shitter and
He was a whole ass gourmet chef on a 747. Get the fuck out of here, eh?
Oh, when he finished, he plates his steak and takes it into his seat. Just eat it in there, dude. They already know.
The hell with your in-flight meal.
Oh, God. Why did he do any of this? Well, for TikTok, and the intention, of course, according to him, the premise of his video is that he's doing it because they don't have any hot meals on the plane anymore, which they're right. They don't.
No.
Oh, we lost Mickey. Uh-oh. Pretty much certainly that there was no served hot meals in economy on a short-haul domestic U.S. flight. The CRJ airplanes don't have ovens, so even first class, another rarity on these typical 50-seaters, there have never been hot meals on these planes. No, they used to have hot meals in like the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
When planes came out, they were talking about how luxurious they were going to be in years, and now they suck.
Yep.
I've still never even been
Turns out,
a movie.
It turns out this was not the first time the guy had attempted to pull this prank. He previously showed in a video which he gave the woman in front of him a haircut as her hair was blocking his personal TV. However, it turned out to be a fake and a setup, as the woman was in fact wearing a wig. However, if you put your hair over my screen on a flight and I'm watching shit, or the fact that it's just in my little ass area, I'm sorry, I'm fucking pulling that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I have 3 square feet to relax in. I am not 3 square feet. If you put your shit in my bubble, you go. Now, I try and respect the people sitting next to me. You know, I don't like people touching me. So a lot of people like spread their legs and shit, and I'm over here squeezing my nuts. Like, nah, dude, come on, give me a little room. I got a bum leg.
And then the armrest too.
Yeah, well, you can have the armrest. I go for the window, so I'll just lean on that and rest for a little bit. But if be courteous, have your legs somewhat closed. Don't be pushing it on me. And
I want to know how Buddy got a lighter on the plane.
I don't know.
They confiscate lighters and make you throw them away, like right there at customs. Or I mean, not customs. Like where you get scanned and all that shit. They find a lighter on you, they make you throw it away.
But the weirdest by far experience I've ever had on a plane was I was flying in Alaska, and I had this woman in flip flops take her shoes off and put her fucking feet up on my armrest. I hate it. I hate flying with a passion. I try and be, I come off as an asshole a lot, but in public I try and be respectful and courteous. My father taught me some core values of respect everybody, but there's a certain point in time, and we actually had the flight attendant come and take care of it. But now when I fly alone, if you do something stupid, I'm going to let you know really quickly.
Yeah,
I can't stand, like, we've got this itty bitty ass little space. We're crammed into this giant death machine, and you want to be an ass. I'm just as uncomfortable, and I'm bigger than you are. So if I can suck it up, Buttercup, guess what? You can too.
That's right. Yeah, that's disgusting.
I'll say it to you like this. I did something stupid in July of 2019, and it was because it involved a road trip and me discovering painfully that I have diabetes. And it's because of people like that. And it's like, I hate people as it is. My PTSD was flaring up like hell. And it was like, I'd rather drive. And there are times I will risk whatever, getting stranded or whatever, just so I don't have to fly because of retards like that who just their stupid switch flips on once they're in a confined space and they just start acting natural,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, our next article is another plane story.
Oh, boy.
China is recommending that flight attendants wear diapers.
Excuse me?
China is recommending flight attendants wear diapers, December 10th, China's aviation authority released new COVID-19 safety guidelines that included the suggestion that flight attendants wear diapers to avoid using plane lavatories. The Civil Aviation Administration of China's document titled Technical Guidelines for Epidemic Prevention and Control for Airlines offers suggestions for hygiene practices to prevent flight crew members from contracting coronavirus. The document, which includes recommendations for use of medical masks and other personal protective equipment, drew attention online for one unusual suggestion. It is recommended that cabin crew members wear disposable diapers and avoid using the lavatories, barring special circumstances to avoid infection risks. Yeah. So if you smell something funky flying in China, that flight attendant may have dropped a load.
Yeah, all I'm going to say is Willie Nelson left a pot brownie in China somewhere. I think we know who found it. So, yeah.
And knowing Willie's weed, every single person was high.
Oh, yeah. That plane did not need, a termite engine to keep flying, because whoever came up with that shit was just high as a kite,
Yeah. Now, I promised a needle story from an acupuncturist.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
Okay.
Yeah. An acupuncturist takes revenge on her cheating boyfriend by inserting over 600 needles into his genitals.
Damn.
I know some people have paid good money for a party like that. Just saying.
Nope. Damn, that is some diabolical shit. What did he do?
She cheated on her.
Oh, there you go. That'll do it.
I promise. And we had a lot of people dip out, so they're going to regret missing this story. I hope Mr. Carl can clip this for us later.
Mm-hmm.
A New York resident has been arrested after allegedly, she bullshit, inserting over 600 needles into her boyfriend's genitals while he was sleeping and heavily intoxicated with alcohol.
How?
Jessica Lang, 38-year-old acupuncturist by profession, took revenge on her cheating boyfriend after she discovered he was having an affair with another woman. Lang inserted over 600 needles all in her boyfriend's genitals, including parts of the penis, testicles, and 76 needles were placed inside his rectum.
What the fuck?
Okay. Well.
It gets better.
Oh, good.
One 12-inch needle was found placed inside the patient's urethra and took 3 hours to remove because it broke twice during the operation.
Oh.
Okay. Rule number one.
I think we found the best cringe story ever. Because we had the one where we said we weren't going to be able to top the woman on meth trying to eat the baby.
Oh, yeah.
I think this one wins.
Okay.
It gets better. The penis of the patient.
For the 12-inch needle.
Sio yourself there, Richie or Justin. I'm usually used to seeing Richie say that. The penis of the patient was a fairly small size, which is not irregular for Asian men, but made the operation much more difficult, one medical staff member told me.
Oh, damn. That's just.
Can you imagine? That's like icing on the cake right there. Insult to injury.
Wow.
Like, you've got 600 needles in you, and now the whole world knows you've got a tiny penis. The whole world knows you're coming up a little small in the midst.
I don't know, man. There must have been some real estate there with 600 needles to fit on it.
Again, she put them in his balls, she put him in the penis, and she put him in the rectum.
That's
okay.
Well, in the rectum too, yeah. But I'm saying that's quite a bit of real estate to work with.
Her acupuncturist license was revoked in 2016 after she had inserted several needles into one of her patient's eyes.
Okay.
What the fuck?
She didn't like the way he looked at her, so she put a bunch of needles in his eyes. And
a
similar event occurred when a jealous wife decided to put her pet on a portrait.
Oh, wow. Here we go.
Are all of you guys Trump supporters?
Okay. We got a troll.
Don't see what that has to do with anything.
We got he's in mommy's basement. He just took his pants back off after taking out the garbage. Gotcha.
Don't feed the troll. I don't know how the fact people come into our show and are like, oh, they're Trump supporters. Is this what you're worried about right here?
Is that indicative of President Trump?
Is this the fact that you support a president that does not believe in the American flag? He's just asking. Sorry, we did have a troll one episode like 2 weeks ago when we lost. We lost our shit on him. The fact that we have a president elect that is all for the people, but the people hate the American flag. I'm sorry. If by driving past a house you see an American flag, you see, oh, he's a Trump supporter. That's terrifying to me. But yes, Pitbull is bald. I'm
a Batman supporter.
Sorry. We when we get trolls, our tempers seem to shine a little more.
A little bit.
Okay.
First thing of it is we try to keep politics out of the episodes as much as possible anyway, unless absolutely necessary. I mean, this show, along with like mine, it's all just about hanging out, talking, and having a good time. So politics doesn't really have much of a. I mean, there's a little bit of playroom with it, but it's not really this isn't a political show.
No. You know? Our job, again, I said at the very beginning, we try and bring attention to the 22 veterans a day that commit suicide. And we're trying to get them out of that mindset by bringing them entertainment that they're going to laugh at. You know, a lot of these stories like 600 needles in the penis, like that's the darkest story. But for us, that's some funny shit.
Mm-hmm.
You got 600 and you got a small little ding-a-ling. What do you guys think about aliens?
What he said to aliens.
Okay,
we'll double back. We'll double back to that if we've got time at the end. We do have a lot of articles to go over today. Athen loves aliens. You know, I believe that we're not the only people in this entire universe. I'm sorry that with how big things are, you can't tell me we're the only populated planet ever.
Yeah, there's no way. Impossible.
So, and I mean, honestly, Adam and Eve could have been an advanced civilization sent from Mars before Mars fried, but that's a whole nother story. But
maybe the meteor that wiped out all the dinosaurs was actually a spaceship crashing.
Yeah, we'll double back to that chaotic mess later if we have time. So for those that don't remember, Elon Musk actually moved to Texas. He did do it, and one of the first things he's announcing is he's making a Tesla AR-15.
Oh, really?
Yeah, buddy.
Like a rail gun or something, or what?
No,
like a rail gun?
No, it's a normal.
That would be dope.
Okay, sure, why not? What the hell?
But one of the first things this man does, he's moving to Texas right, dude. He's coming into Texas like, yeah, they love their guns here, so
gotta speak to the public.
Here you go.
Wonder what so there's got to be some sort of like economic aspect to it. If it's Tesla doing it, I'm sure they've got to have, some sort of gimmick to them.
We'll see. After Texas, Austin, Texas, after years of fighting lame California politicians who want to lock everyone in their homes so they can't go into space or build cool stuff, Tesla CEO Elon Musk announced he was moving to land flowing with milk and honey called Texas. Almost immediately after the move, he announced a new product the whole world has been waiting for, the Tesla AR-15. Howdy, I think, said Elon, expertly talking to the local dialect. Y'all want a Tesla AR-15? You got it, partner. The new firearm will look similar to a standard AR-15, but in fact will be a battery-powered railgun.
Really?
Capable of firing 3 million rounds a minute. It will also feature a fingerprint sensor, Bluetooth capability, heat-seeking ammunition, and a chainsaw bayonet.
That sounds like some fucking It sounds like some fucking shit from Call of Duty, dude, and zombies. Like dude, that can't.
I'm officially in. I've got a man crush on Elon Musk. I mean, flamethrower or not that.
I'm not even going to say no homo.
Nope. Don't. I got a man crush on Elon Musk. I love that.
Homo for Elon Musk. 3 million rounds a minute is going to make liberal heads explode. explode.
3 million rounds a minute, like a
I
30-round
love you,
bag. You pull the trigger
sexy
once, you're
bastard.
dry, dude.
Yeah, but whoever was around that wall is powder. There was a body in front of
He did any more than that?
Because fuck you and every atom in your fucking body. Bam.
The new firearm will look similar to a standard AR-15, but in fact will be a battery-powered railgun.
Can I call it?
Battery-powered railgun.
Can I call it? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we really want to rethink self-defense, said Elon Musk. The new firearm will be the go-to rifle for our SpaceX volunteers when they encounter hostile aliens. It will also is a celebration of the Second Amendment. If any federal authorities try and confiscate it, the rifle will automatically connect to the internet and file a lawsuit for you.
This is a joke.
Don't ruin my happiness.
No, you can't. No.
Let me have my fantasy, motherfucker.
You almost had me on it, but as soon as you said that, I'm like, oh, damn.
Article comes to us from the Babylon Bee.
Ruin my
There it is.
ruin my
I
homosexual boner just went away. Damn it.
I couldn't resist. I had to see y'all's reactions.
I was almost like I was hooked for a second, and then you said, "Oh,
Damn it.
I'll file a fucking lawsuit for you."
Ruin
I'm
my
like,
fucking
damn it.
Sorry, guys.
You should be
I'm not.
That hurt, man. That hurt.
It was so worth it.
right here, man. You got me right there.
So worth it. Oh God! Oh my!
Recover from that one.
I'm smiling so much.
He really is going to Texas, though, isn't he?
Sorry,
I did read something about that.
moved to Texas.
Yeah.
He probably is designing.
Now that you've said this, Elon's gonna try it because he's Elon and it's what the fuck he does.
Just
We
because he
That's-
can,
All
right?
right, here's the challenge. Y'all got to get this video to Elon Musk.
All right, let's find a way to get this shit to Elon Musk. See if we can get the forbidden fruit syndrome thing going and
Yeah.
go into it inadvertently.
We get over 1,000 views a week and a 5,000 reach. I mean, it should be possible. Come on, guys. Let's show
Everybody on the chat right now at Elon Musk, hashtag, if you're on Twitter, hashtag Tesla, and get this trending because we can make this happen.
Yeah,
It's absolutely possible.
make it happen. We've got y'all stick around for the show. Y'all are loyal enough. Come on, show some more. Show some. Oh, we just had so many people drop out because of that.
Oh no!
Oh, no,
no!
little butthurt pussies.
They're disappointed.
Please tell me it's not Pitbull. We're gonna miss him.
We got to the aliens part of things.
So talking about genitals. China's Iron Crotch Masters are fighting to preserve their painful-looking tradition. Juntun, China, Wang Liao is no ordinary kung fu master. The 65-year-old from a village in central China practices a unique and excruciating-looking strand of martial arts coined Iron Crotch Kung Fu. Its most famous technique involves a steel plate capped log 6.5 feet in length, weighing 88 pounds, that swings through the air and smashes into your nuts. When you practice Iron Crotch Kung Fu,
and kick me in the Jimmy. There you go.
No. No. Nobody wants
It's
that.
a real problem. There you go.
when you practice Iron Crotch Kung Fu, as long as you push yourself, you feel great, said Wang, head of the Juntun martial arts. His name is Wang, ladies and gentlemen. Can we appreciate the irony?
What else would it be? What else would it be?
And we just
Classic.
a second to his name is Wang and he gets hit in the Wang for a living. Wang, who has been practicing the technique for around half a century and has 2 children, I don't know how, is that the correct methods and sufficient practice, it does not hurt and has no effect on fertility. Bullshit.
Those kids are adopted. That's impossible.
It's a miracle Wang's Wang can hang out. You know what I'm saying? So
Saying
Yeah.
Wang can't hang.
how could his Wang hang at this point? Is it beaten half to death? I mean,
It hangs all right. That's all it does. Eh?
You have 88 pounds. Like, I'm sorry, Jackass doesn't have. We grew up on Jackass.
oh yeah, this is Chinese jackass.
This is the repeated.
Dude, none of the jackass crew.
So my question is,
fair.
when he goes through this process of things, does he take a horse stance and just brace for impact and let it swing into him, or is he like lay down on his back?
No, he takes horse stands and lets this shit just right.
How do you even?
Jesus.
I weep for humanity.
The iron crotch mastery of which is gained by taking hits to the body's weakest points while using Qigong breathing techniques to inure oneself is just one element of the branch of the Kung Fu that has been practiced in Wang's village for the past 300 years. The style encompasses score of attack techniques as well as resisting pressure pain or hits to other sensitive areas. We also have iron throat, iron head, iron chest, and as well as iron back. The style, I'll practice all those other ones. I'll practice all those. You can hit me anywhere the hell else.
Just not
the throat.
I think it's funny that you're talking this story about some Chinese dude's nuts while Gunny's nuts are that close proximity to your face. I thought that was pretty funny.
Welcome to my life. Every
I
day.
don't want to get hit in the throat, though.
I'd rather take it to the throat than
not the
nuts.
Get it?
Yeah, but one wrong hit, and I mean, you're done. You're gone.
At one point in time, there were around 200 people regularly practicing in the village, but now there are just 20.
Well, we weeded out all the non-retards.
Yeah.
You know. So 180 people said this is probably a bad idea.
That's why Wang and his fellow masters have started to promote their style of Kung Fu. I can't. That is so wrong.
Gunny, move your nuts away from your master's face so we can finish telling the damn story, you dumbass.
The irony is just
the number that can practice the technique. The number that can practice the technique has dropped from 80 to 5. That's why Wang and his fellow masters started to promote their style of Kung Fu, adopting the swinging log device in 2016 to demonstrate the iron crotch technique, where previously villagers had kicked and punched or used bricks and sticks. That's right. They used to take bricks, sticks, getting kicked and punched in the jimmy. Their efforts have helped them gain several new students in cities across the country. Who's doing this? If there are more students carrying it forward and spread it to the whole country and the world, if they can form of Kung Fu forward, then my dream will come true.
There it is. There it is.
Kung Fu.
There you go.
He's both.
It's both. Yes, Dean. Just yes.
I don't know. The jokes write themselves.
The jokes wrote themselves on this.
The jokes write themselves. There's nothing. I mean, it speaks for itself.
He's literally taking a 88-pound log to the nuts regularly on just to promote his Kung Fu. Like everything else made sense. Iron throat, iron back, iron arms, iron chest, iron legs. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm not taking a log to the nuts.
No.
Yeah, but in an all-out, drag-out fight,
No.
People are gonna kick in the nuts if
You're damn right I'm gonna kick you in the nuts. But
if I practice Iron Wang Kung Fu, I'll just smile at you and laugh.
There's a portal in there somewhere. I tell you what.
Go ahead, Athen. You go for it. Tell us how your boys feel at the end of the week.
Don't think I'll be doing that.
There's a porn parody in there somewhere. There really is.
Yeah, 34 of the internet, man. There is porn of it.
Dude, I would say I'm going to put this on blowsmokeupyourass.com, but then I thought, no, I'm not going to look that up because I'm afraid of what I might find. So never mind.
Oh yeah, you're going to find something, all right.
No.
All right, gentlemen, look at the clock. What time is it?
10 to 7 where I'm at?
Uh-oh.
Oh, hell.
Come with me, and you'll be in a
world
of ocean violations. That's right, gentlemen. It's time for our ocean violation.
My favorite part.
Mr. Carl, if you'd be so kind.
I got to full screen it for this. I love this part.
That's a bucket on a front end loader,
No,
isn't it?
no, it's not a bucket. That is not a bucket. That's a forklift.
It's a box.
That is a man-made box that was strapped to this forklift. Strapped. No, that that is plywood that has been placed onto this forklift.
Hillbilly engineering, boy, you gotta love it. No, you don't. But anyways, yeah.
No,
So
it's all
okay, yeah.
that.
So it looks like they put like a pallet down on the forks and then put plywood around the outside and strapped it to the railing of the forklift, so it'll kind of be structural-ish.
Structural-ish.
Yeah,
And they're
Terrible.
Okay.
You don't have boxes for shit like this. They're usually meant for taking trash up and down. But I mean, at this point in time, this dude is probably trash anyways. But yes, he has a ladder, and it looks, if you look close enough in that corner on the very back side closest to the forks, I guess it would be this way for y'all. That back side of that ladder is on the forks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, there you go.
And I don't know if
That
it's
just adds to the retard factor. There you go.
I don't
Okay.
know.
What is the contact point there? Only about a couple of inches, right?
About 5
One
inches.
wrong move left or right.
I don't know if it might just be an optical thing because of the picture, but it almost looks like there's like a flex or a bow in that backside of the ladder too.
I think I'm seeing it as well. It does look like that ladder is bowing.
Mm-hmm. Sure is. No, it is.
So,
It's just got a slight little curve like that.
Mr. Carl, next photo, please. Who thought this was a good idea?
Didn't we already see this one?
We
No.
saw one similar.
We saw one where he doubled up the jacks. He flipped one upside down and stacked it on top of itself.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Make a supervisor day drink. Oh yeah, this will make anybody with more than 2 brain cells to rub together day drink. Holy shit! It takes talent to be that retarded.
Because those caps on that bottom jack are only 2-inch diameter. They're not big, and that it's in a you've got round in a triangular point, so that could rock which way.
That and the hydraulic system in that could just take a crap at any time. So it's coming down whether you like it or not. Yeah, you've got a mess there.
Right,
Yeah. And it doesn't even look like his truck is off the ground yet.
It's not. The tires are still touching the floor. Clearly.
Well, the far one is. The near one looks like it's almost off the ground if you really look at it.
Yeah,
But, yeah, it still takes some retard. It takes a special kind of retard to try to hook up ingenuity like that.
But
now, mind you, I've had to do something kind of like this. I had to get a 3-ton jack from work because somebody slashed my tire.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 3-ton jack, and it still wasn't enough to get my old truck off the ground. So I grabbed a 4x4 and put that on top of it. But that's a 4x4. I've got something stable, with some base to it, and it was flat, not triangular. So
That's not going to move. That's not going to go anywhere.
I put some thought into how I'm going to put this up.
Yeah, but I mean, it looks horrible. But with that truck, he's not going actually underneath the vehicle. So if he's just changing a tire, it should be reasonably safe enough. Because the car's not going to come down on top of you when you're changing a tire.
Unless you're stupid and put your legs underneath that tire to pull it off.
Put it back on.
You're stupid.
Oh, it's done. Yeah, it's over with.
If you're dumb enough to do that, you're dumb enough to do all the other stuff you shouldn't do in the first damn place. So
Exactly.
I like the way this guy thinks.
Mr. Carl, next photo.
Oh yeah.
Why? This was my question when I found this one. It's a lift. It goes up and down. No, we had to go get a forklift with a pallet so we can raise you up. Why not just lower the car?
Maybe because there was someone underneath the car working on it too.
Who get the fucking weight? You get paid by the hour.
no, some people get paid flat rate, and they have to. Yeah, they cut corners wherever they. That's laziness
if I get paid a flat rate, I'm still getting paid to be there for the day. So I'm not going to risk 1, getting fired, 2, getting a fine, 3, getting the company a fine, 4.
Yeah.
I know, but if
It's
you're
lazy and stupid either way, but yeah.
if you're getting paid a flat rate, that means if this car takes you 4 hours to work on when you could get it done in 2, that's going to be fewer jobs that you can get in for the day. So
I would rather get paid for less than risk getting fired.
He couldn't lower it down. See the
This could be
transmission
one of
jack.
those situations where the boss is such a douche he doesn't care. If he's doing that, the boss, well, yeah.
Carl just mentioned the transmission jack on it, so you couldn't lower the car anyway.
That is true. Okay, I just saw that. Yeah.
See right there. Yeah, underneath the guy's.
Okay, yeah.
On the right there.
No. Next photo, please, Mr. Carl. I still think that one was stupid.
At least you have to admit that was at least one of the more safer.
This
things.
one took the cake for me today. Can you zoom in on that any?
Is he jackhammering just a ledge? What?
He is on a ledge. He has a lanyard on him. I don't see a harness on him at all. But if you look, that yo-yo is slack. A yo-yo should not be slack. It should be taut. You should have some resistance on you. Mr. Carl also pointed out that air jack, the air hammer, is tied about the same length as he is. So once he breaks through that concrete and he falls, which he inevitably will, that hammer is going to hit him. Let's not forget his means of getting to and from that ledge are a board that as soon as that concrete goes down, that board's going down. And even if he's still okay in that corner, he doesn't have a means to get across anymore. Let's also point out the fact that he is tied off onto scaffolding, which you're not supposed to tie off on. It's there to get up and down, not to hold you in case you fall. Because if he falls, he's going to swing out, and that scaffolding is going to fall.
Why would he be working away from his platform? You would figure work towards it, not away from it.
It looks like he's trying to work towards it. He's starting in that furthest corner, but that corner is going to hold up structurally better than anywhere else.
Right there in front of the door, right there, it looks like it's been all knocked off already.
True.
Yeah, it has been.
And it's like the only part that's left is where his beam is out so he can get back to his platform.
And all the remains is on the level below. You can see them piled up down below there.
So when he falls, and inevitably he will, he's going a long way.
Maybe he hopes he'll just land on the next level.
No, the yo-yo is going to snatch him off that. So even if he hits that next level, he's going to continue his fall.
And what exactly is the other end of the rope attached to? Because it looks like, if you look on the very right there, it looks like it's just draped over that bar and not actually attached to anything. You see it?
Yeah.
It looks like it's just kind of like that.
No, I see what it is. The yo-yo's hooked. That's extra slack.
Oh, okay.
That's extra slack from the yo-yo. So he has even more slack just hanging there.
But it is actually attached to something.
Because it's hanging off the ground somehow. So it's attached to something. But that rope that's hanging there was rope he pulled out purposefully to get over there. So he's got another 5 feet he's going to go before he's close to something.
That's going to hurt bad.
Because when you fall, you hit about 1,800 feet or 1,800 pounds of force.
Mm-hmm.
And a yo-yo is supposed to, if it's done right, it's supposed to like half that. It's supposed to be around 650 when you actually fall, as long as it has a shock pack. Now, I don't see a shock pack on him, but we're going to assume he has.
And to fall even that little bit, you're still going to fall about 10 feet per second. That's going to fucking hurt. That's going to snap your back in half.
Oh, yeah. And the funny part is, he's not getting work comp for this because this is all fucked up.
No.
No, we're not paying you, dude. But I got injured on the job. You got injured on the job doing something stupid, dude.
That was your fault, bud.
That was all you. Where's my award? Because you win for the
award.
Getting it.
You win.
There it is.
Make stupid hurt again. There you go.
Yeah. Can somebody please, like, I'm willing to pay you to make that for me. I'm telling you, just make me a Darwin Award.
Oh hell
Dave,
yeah!
what we should do, like our Darwin Award should be like a sculpture of that, like a dude pulling a lion's tail.
Oh, 100%. I agree.
Yeah, absolutely. And just hand it out like with a base, like what you see at like the Grammys or the Emmys or and the Oscars, whatever. Just hand it out.
And every time we have one of these pop up for the week, I'll just reach over and here you go.
There you go.
Hi, Dad. So,
hello, Mr. Bates.
now how far would you go to get a hot pocket?
You like hot pockets?
I'm trying to eat healthy.
To Walmart.
Yeah, well, this guy went above and beyond because he broke into a bank just to heat up his hot pocket. And yes, Carrie, Short won by a landslide. Short won by a lot, like short beat long with a baseball bat kind of landslide. But yes,
that's surprising.
I agree. This man broke into a bank to heat up his hot pocket and said, "Hell yeah, it was worth it." That's what he said. Is hell yeah, it was worth it.
Dude, hot pockets are the shit.
A California man, yes, we're not on to the Florida man.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay.
We're not there yet. California man was busted for breaking into a bank so he could use the microwave to heat up his hot pocket on Wednesday.
I mean,
He doesn't regret a thing.
my guess is he actively had a freaking hot pocket in a microwave, and like when the cops showed up, he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm just microwaving my hot pocket." When actually he was in there trying to figure out how to rob the bank. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
But hell yeah, it was worth it. The alleged snack-loving scofflaw, I don't know, told television reporters as he was being hauled away. The man, who was not identified by cops, was arrested after allegedly shattering the window of a San Diego Wells Fargo branch around 3:30 a.m. Surveillance cameras inside caught the perp entering a break room and using the microwave. The alarm company told police. So yes, he was there just actively eating up a hot pocket.
So he's just a retard. Gotcha. He probably went to pop munchies or something.
I can see that too. Like there's 30 cops outside surrounding him with guns, and he's just over here like, hold on, it's still got 7 seconds left.
No, he's in there. I'm coming.
Yeah,
I'm finishing up.
Those ham and cheese hot pockets, man, they hit different sometimes. You gotta,
Not worth it.
Hey, I like dipping the ham and cheese ones in a little bit of ketchup or even barbecue sauce. But I got some good ass freaking black truffle ketchup that would be good with a ham and cheese hot pocket.
Ooh.
Now, Lord, speaking of food, this is a perfect segue in our next article. Taiwan lawmakers are throwing pig guts and punches on Parliament floor.
Good.
And it's not on pay-per-view. Why?
It might be.
Okay, never mind. I stand corrected.
Maybe later. You never know.
Let me see what there is a video for it. Let me see.
There you go.
Let me get through the commercial.
Fighting. Those can't
That guy does look like the kind of asshole that would do that.
So,
yeah.
Taiwan got into a fist fight and threw pig guts at each other over Friday. Oh, there we go.
Good.
Oh, this is a different. Okay, this is not the. Okay, I thought it was going to be a video relating to the article, but it's not.
So,
Taiwan lawmakers in Taiwan got into a fist fight and threw pig guts at each other on Friday over a soon-to-be enacted policy that would allow imports of U.S. pork and beef.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Premiers. Oh, there is a video. There is an actual video.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah.
Full screen it.
Oh, this is so awesome.
people think our Congress and stuff are crazy.
I wish our Congress was like this. Republicans beating the bricks out of Democrats.
We did that.
Fucking, you got a Republican wrapping his knuckles up. Like, what are you about to do? What do you fucking think I'm about to do? I'm gonna get this bill passed. What do you mean?
It will probably be an improvement over our current discourse. So yeah, I'm all for it at this point. I want to see a pig's foot nail somebody in the eye, dude. That's all I want to see.
Man, I mean, I want to see something. There's nothing. It's just everybody is just crowding around.
Where's the brawl? Come on, man. This is like watching hockey and not seeing a fight, dude. It's not natural.
Here was the brawl right here at the beginning.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. There you go.
You got this dude in the corner getting ripped away.
There you go. Okay.
Watch right here.
Yeah, they snatched him up.
Oh, there you go. Okay. There it is. I wanted to see a pig nail somebody in the eye or something cool like that.
No social distancing, no masks. Just living in the moment.
There's some masks.
That's not a for event at all, no.
This is over freaking easing. They don't want pork from the U.S. coming into
Yeah.
Taiwan
Well,
because we feed. Apparently, we feed our pork stuff that's banned in a lot of Europe and China, and
banned in Europe
for some reason I don't know, but someone wants to import the pork from America because
porkier. I don't know.
No, because it'll a deal with America or something like that. It'll increase, a deal.
Trades.
Yeah.
Trades.
Damn. Facebook's being mean as shit today, boy.
Facebook, you fucking. Oh my God!
I love you guys. Fight the power. Fight. Yeah.
Time out. We have photos or we have video of the guts.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, you're welcome.
That dude just slipped.
Oh, there you go. That is what I'm talking about.
Yo!
Oh, damn. Okay. Now we got something to work with.
Yo, that got me right in the face, eh?
Dude.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. The pigs were fast as lightning.
Oh my god.
Oh, he is covered.
Oh yeah, he is.
Oh yeah. There you go.
Banned for pig use in Taiwan.
Kick his
there you
ass,
go.
kick his ass.
All right, we got some ground and pound. That's good. Well, for like a nanosecond, but yeah.
He's just
Yeah, Blanky just missed it, eh?
Woo!
Dude, that was awesome.
I provide. But yes, Athens right. They're fighting because they don't want a trade deal.
Hey, I can get down with a good gut fight.
I mean, what are you gonna do? Make Taiwan fling pig guts again? There's action.
Now, guys, it's
American pig guts. Sorry.
it's time.
Oh, I know. I know this one. I know this one.
It's time. It's Nico's favorite segment, Florida Man.
Florida Man.
That's
See, I can't be claimed as a Florida man, though. I mean, I live here, but it would be, Canadian.
Florida Man. I mean, he is a time of stability and all this chaos. I mean, the meth and industrial strength mental retardation that he brings to the table every week is just so comforting.
I mean, Florida Man is the hero that we didn't know that we needed
or wanted.
So
he's here anyway.
I'm gonna start off with a heart one. This one's gonna tweak you a little bit.
Oh,
all right, Cameron.
This one's we're gonna get into the chaos in a second. Unfortunately, young siblings in aged 4 to 6 were killed after a driver crashed onto a mini golf course in Florida.
Ooh.
Now, 2 young siblings playing mini golf were killed, and a vehicle drove onto the course and hit them. The 4 and 6-year-old boy and girl were on vacation putting with family members at Coconut Creek in Panama City. Charges impending against resident Scott Donaldson, who reportedly veered his 2007 Chevy Silverado off the road and onto the golf course. 1 died at the scene and 1 passed away at the hospital. So, good Lord.
Bullying. What the?
Okay, I'm reading this, but this is all I'm looking. Oh, wrong.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Where is it?
Oh, I saw a really nice pair of. Yeah, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
There you
I'm
go.
having to read this while trying to trying not to focus on something else.
What is that on the right? 68 Hollywood stars.
There you go.
Now, who the fuck is that, eh? Speaking of
I
aliens.
don't know, but
Damn. Okay, that's nasty.
We were just talking about aliens a minute ago, and
that shows me my attention span right there is just.
No, look at the one below too. There you go.
I love this country.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now it's time for the chaotic Florida man. Florida man. All right, this is our Florida man of the week.
Florida man.
And this is the craziest Florida man. Oh, stop the screen. Craziest Florida man of the week that I found for all time. This is the cake because the other ones are a little weird. I think they actually beat this one, but this one was like the worst that the news would tell me. A Florida man took a golf cart on a wild ride through Walmart.
I know.
And there actually is video, so I will.
He said, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, it's responding to never mind. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, there is audio. Let me. I hate having to share the audio, share the screen.
An unsettling trip to the store. Tonight, customers describe those chaotic moments dodging a speeding golf cart at the one witness telling me he's thankful he left the kids at home.
I pick up my phone, post on Facebook. I'm on my way to Walmart. Wish me luck. As a joke.
You had no idea you actually needed it.
Wish me luck.
Brandon Daniels, one of many forced to run for safety.
Either the exercise sign or the sporting goods section to get a weapon. I don't know. Well, at first, it was unbelievable. It's something you would not expect shopping.
Watch as deputies say Michael Hudson nearly mows several customers over. He uses a golf cart to ram through the store's glass front doors.
Not only did he put his own self in danger, he also put the people around him in danger. And it could have been my 3-year-old.
Jason
What
Waldrop
was with that yee-ass haircut?
moments after Hudson crashed into a checkout counter.
From what I can see,
Look
he
at that.
looked like he couldn't breathe. He was on the ground.
Okay, there you go.
Today's rampage is not connected to one man's threat to shoot up the store last weekend. Two close
They
calls.
called it a flatbed. Classic.
1 week. I stopped by Hudson's Riverview home tonight, but no one answered. I'm told his charges could change moving forward as investigators review that surveillance video to determine if and how many people exactly were hit by that golf cart.
Hashtag no fucks given.
So
Yeah.
And that was one of those gas-powered ones. Those have a little bit of torque behind them. Those are pretty powerful. You can't just if they're going to run into something, they're not going to stop. They're fucking tough.
That was our What the Fuck Florida for the week. Now for the rest of the chaos.
Making my people proud.
Snake and eggs? Floridians could soon eat invasive python species. That's right. Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Dana Khalil estimates she's eaten a dozen pythons in the last 3 years or so. That's not including python jerky, says Khalil. Python hunter for the South Florida Water Management District. I eat that several times a week because I take it out with me on python hunts, and I eat it out there. State officials would like to see more people like Khalil putting pythons on the menu, not because of their nutritional value, but as another way to encourage hunting to control their population. Burmese pythons are considered an invasive species in Florida. The appetite of these apex predators disrupts the food chain in environmentally fragile areas like the Everglades, believed to have begun their Florida invasion after owners released them into the wild. Python numbers have boomed, and the state has struggled to rein them in. We would like to use consumption as another way to encourage people to remove pythons in Florida if the meat is safe to eat. Carly Siegelson, a spokesperson for the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, wrote in an email, the study will help ensure that it is safe. Other invasive species are consumed, most notably lionfish, as a way to control their population. Some even eat the iguanas. But there's concern about eating pythons, as it's one the state has started to research. The state, like some fish, can be full of mercury, a neurotoxin that is dangerous to humans. That's why Florida Department of Health is working with the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission to conduct tissue samples on pythons to determine whether they contain too much mercury for human consumption. If levels are safe, get ready to make new entrees in your Florida invasive species cookbook.
You know, I heard there's like a tribe from India brought into Florida with nothing better. Their sole reason for being is to catch these bastards, and they're making money hand over fist, from what I hear. And
Could be
on into this whole reality TV show where you got groups of people just running around catching these bastards. So yeah, it's that out of control.
And I've heard lionfish is actually really good.
Invasive species tastes so good. I'd eat the hell. My brother's eating a rattlesnake. He says it tastes like chicken. So, but let me tell you that story because I found this hilarious. Me and my brother think very much alike. So he went out on a camping trip, right? And their buddy got bit by a rattlesnake. So they took him out. They got him to the ICU. They got him taken care of. He was fine and everything. This was years ago. But my brother's an asshole, just like me. I love him to death. Looked up to him as a kid. He's one of my heroes. Him and his buddies figured the only appropriate thing to do is revenge. They went out to the same area, found a rattlesnake, killed it, threw it on ice, set up a fire, and cooked the bastard and ate it.
Hey.
I'll be honest with you. There's nothing I won't soak in Guinness for a few hours to really flavor it up, So I would have, if I knew how to kill it, I'd have and skin it. I have no problem soaking it in beer and chowing down.
Snakes are reasonably easy to skin. All you gotta do is cut their head off,
make a little slit,
have the skin and pull
like a sock.
Yeah.
Alligator tail is really easy to skin too, and that also tastes exactly.
So, yes, me and Phil are very much the same. You bit my buddy, I'm gonna bite you.
You have to season alligator meat the right way, though. If you don't season it right, it has no flavor. If you season it right, it tastes just like chicken nuggets.
No,
it's good.
I'm moving on. Keep going. Good show. Dung and Dagavi. Dung and Dagavi. Dung and Dagavi. Yep. What started as a normal traffic stop turned into a felony arrest in Florida. Yep. Nico, I have your attention. I saw that head twitch.
Yep. That's usually how it goes, eh?
Sumter County, Florida. A man is now facing a list of felony fraud charges after a traffic stop. The Florida Highway Patrol said troopers stopped Gregory Thermidor Tuesday as he was heading north on I-75 near County Road 48 in a silver BMW SUV. Troopers say they conducted a traffic stop as he was traveling 2 miles per hour above the speed limit. Y'all guys assholes.
That's Sumter County?
Yeah, 2 miles an hour?
Sumter County, they'll do that. They'll get you for 1 mile an hour. Sumter County don't play around. That was the first county that I lived in when I moved to Florida like 6-7 years ago. Yeah. What's his name?
Gregory Thermidor.
Gotcha.
I mean, I'm thinking they had other reasons they wanted to pull him over for. That has to be
unlawful tent on the front windshield.
Oh, God.
When authorities asked for his driver's license, Thermidor said he did not have it on him because he recently lost his wallet. As he exited the SUV, trooper spotted a man's wallet on the pocket of the driver's door, according to the FHP report. Troopers proceeded to question Thermidor about the wallet, and he said the SUV belonged to his girlfriend and claimed the wallet was not his. After the running Thermidor's name through law enforcement systems, troopers learned that he had an active warrant out of Roanoke County, Virginia. As the authorities searched the vehicle, a canine narcotics dog alerted troopers to the presence of drugs. Thermidor told troopers he did not have reason to have narcotics in the vehicle, reiterating it was his girlfriend's SUV.
Yep.
Inside the SUV, troopers said they found a card that resembled a California's driver's license that clearly lacked a full professional appearance. Another wallet was found in the vehicle with a makeshift Ohio driver's license. The FHP said none of the seemingly counterfeit licenses had Thermidor's name on them, although they did have his photo, according to troopers. The FHP also found a number of credit cards and gift cards that also seemed to be fake. However, authorities did not find a bank card that matched Thermidor's legal name. Authorities say they also found marijuana residue inside the SUV. A recipient from the Gucci retail store in Orlando with a customer named Gregor Victor. Leading deputies believe a fraudulent retail account may have been opened to make a purchase at this point. Thermidor was also whispering expletives to himself and said, "I can't get any more fucking charges." according to the FHP report. Upon observing the exterior of the SUV, troopers noted the vehicle's identification number seemed to be altered and found another VIN number was also tampered with somewhere else on the SUV. After removing the second seemingly false VIN sticker, troopers said they found the true VIN number and learned the SUV belonged to a rental car company and was reported stolen January 2014.
I've got him right here. And yeah, all of the charges are counterfeit, forgery, impersonation. Do you want me to show it?
Sure, go ahead.
Go for it.
We can't read it. Your camera.
Barely, but yeah.
Now, these two stories, I suspect, are somewhat linked together. Something tells me these have some kind of ties with each other. A Florida woman hid a man's body in a trash can to collect the benefits. Michelle Hanley, 48 years old, was arrested in Matinee County. Brenton, Florida, a Florida woman stuffed the body of a 40-year-old man in a trash can after he had died to keep collecting his Social Security benefits. After Michelle Hanley was arrested Wednesday, she's now facing charges of abuse of a corpse. Investigators said Hanley told them John Christopher Leonard died in July of what appeared to be natural causes. His body was found in a trash can after being stored at a neighbor's home. Hanley and Leonard have been living together for some time. Instead of calling authorities, investigators said Hanley stored the body in a closet before sealing it in the trash can 3 weeks later. She then took the trash can to a neighbor's house and told the neighbor she'd be back for it later. Investigators said the neighbor was apparently unaware of what was inside. This is why I think these stories are linked together. A Florida man found a body inside a trash can he was storing for a friend. The county sheriff's office investigates death. Sarasota, Florida, a Florida man who had been storing a trash can for a friend for more than 2 months found a badly decomposing body inside when he opened it. Matinee County Sheriff's Office said the unidentified man had holding a 55-gallon container for a friend who promised to later retrieve it. That person never returned, and after 2 months, the man smelled a foul odor and opened the container.
Only after 2 months?
After 2 months.
This was in Florida in July, right?
No, these stories come to us from December 8th. So
they went to
October, November. So October,
okay. So
he was storing it for 2 months. So yeah, they don't say any names on the second article, but this dude found a body in this trash can he was holding for a friend, and this woman stored a body in a trash can and gave it to a friend. Something tells me these stories kind of go together.
I'm just questioning how it took 2 months before. How it took 2 months before they started to smell anything, because that should have been happening within a couple days.
I agree.
Look, guys, I know this is extremely unprofessional. I've got to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back, eh?
Yeah.
I know, it's common. I know.
In a historic vote, House passed a bill to let VA. God damn it, Mickey.
I'm back. I got to figure it out.
In a historic vote, House passed a bill to let VA recommend marijuana to vets, decriminalized weed. House makers on Friday took a historic vote passing legalization to decriminalize marijuana at the federal level and allow the Department of Veterans Affairs to incorporate it into veterans' care in states where it's legal. House lawmakers passed Bill 228, TAC 164. The vote fell largely along party lines with a few exceptions. 6 Democrats voted against the bill. Representative Sherry Bustos of Illinois, Connor Lamb of Pennsylvania, Chris Pappas of New Hampshire, Henry Kohler of Texas, Dan Lipinski of Illinois, Colin Peterson of Minnesota, and 5 Republicans voted for it. Representative Matt Gaetz, Brian Mass, Tom McNeil. VA has long used marijuana position on federal controlled substance list as a reason not to incorporate it into vets care. The Marijuana Opportunity Reinvestment and Expungement or MORE Act would remove federal penalties of marijuana and erase nonviolent marijuana-related criminal records, allowing states to continue to take the lead on prohibition or legalization themselves. As of December, 36 states and Washington, D.C. allow medical cannabis access, and 15 states plus D.C. have legalized by use for adults. Legalization, though almost certainly dead on arrival in the Senate, is one of the most significant steps from Congress so far in changing federal marijuana policy. With a few legislative days left on the calendar, lawmakers will have to reintroduce the bill and begin process all over again during the next session of Congress, beginning January 2021. The bill, if passed, would include studying cannabis use to treat veterans' physical and mental health conditions, allow patients to travel across state lines with the medication, and decriminalize the drug at the federal level. VA senior leaders have told Capitol Hill lawmakers again and again that the reason they will not allow VA physicians to recommend marijuana use for veteran patients, even in states where it is legal, is because of federal prohibition. It would put doctors and VA at legal risk. They argued as lawmaker after lawmaker and advocate after advocate questioned, pushed, and promoted the drug's potential use for a variety of veterans' health concerns. VA leaders said it would take an act of Congress for things to change at the department.
Here's what I would say on that. A lot of people who know me, and I go ahead and laugh your asses off what I'm about to say, but a lot of people who know me knows I should a lot of people who know me know I should be
medicated.
I should be medicated within an inch of I should be eating pot brownies by the ton, because I'm so wired for various reasons. And I have no problem with using medical marijuana, although I'd probably rather get it from a dealer because the VA stuff's probably weak as hell. Yeah. No. I've got a friend who's on it this week. She says it just barely takes the edge off. And I'm like, all right, whatever. But no, the VA, they don't want to do something. All they do is cite federal regulations. That's all. Yeah. That's their. If you want it, they're going to invent a federal regulation to say screw you.
Yep.
So yeah. The VA screws up everything it touches, so I'd rather just go to a damn dealer and just get off.
That's why I don't go to the VA at all. Like, I've heard horror stories of the VA. Oh. I'd rather either suck it up or go to a regular doctor and pay out of pocket.
Yeah.
But here in Oregon, we call them stores. But my
so what I'm hearing is if I get a VA marijuana card, find me a good dealer.
Yeah, pretty much.
There it is.
Hey, I've got the card. You've got 8 pounds of it.
But here in Oregon, my doctor, he's my VA doctor. They don't really, he can't prescribe it, but he doesn't really recommend it. But he's totally cool with it, chill with the fact that I smoke. And he accepts it as, the fact that I'm medicating myself. Actually, all the members at the VA here do. So.
Good.
Now. Our last article, it's more of a discussion because we covered this article last week. Texas was suing 4 states over the election results in an effort to help Donald Trump. Well, 14 states backed Texas, and then the Supreme Court actually threw out the case, claiming Texas has never taken an interest in other states' election processes in the past. They have no grounds to stand on because of that, which is complete and utter bullshit. If somebody wants to sue somebody, they can do it. They have every right to do it as long as they have grounds to do so. I just want to point out the fact that basically it failed in a 7-2 vote. It failed horribly.
That's weird.
And several of the people Trump had appointed actually voted against doing it. So how did they get them in their pocket already? Is there another plan going on? I'm quickly losing faith and hope in our election process and any legal repercussions for what's going on, because I can tell you right now, I will not accept the 2021 election results.
Oh, hell no.
If you look at the actual map of how the election went, there is very, very little blue. I mean, it was a red wave. I mean, California even looked like it was on the fence for voting for Trump. I mean, it's like half of
6% red.
Yeah, it's a huge result to be in red. So I can tell you right now, I will not accept the election results if Biden's put into place. And honestly, that might be an action. That might be a call to arms for everybody, because clearly this election is severely biased and corrupted. the only way, and I can't remember who made the quote, but the only way for the people to take back the power from the government is to take power from the government. And another person was stating that the only way we're going to be out of these shutdowns and mandatory masks is if we just all stand together and stop doing it. Because once the government has power, they refuse by every means possible.
They'll never give it up.
They'll never give that power back.
Right.
So
all these protests and shit that you see, guess what? We can do that too.
Oh no, I have no intentions of protesting peacefully.
Here's the thing.
I can tell you that right
neither
now.
Neither did the Dems. The Dems. When was the last time the Democrats have ever peacefully protested?
I have no. My thing is, I have no intentions of going after the people. The people are not the problem. They're ill-informed and they're sheep. They're listening to the mainstream media like no tomorrow. I would love to cover more real news articles, but the funny stories get more attention. So the give and take. That's why I always save the real shit for the last, so those who want to stick around and hear my opinions on this can, and we have the rest of the views, the rest of the show. But I have absolutely, the people are not the problem. They're misled, they're blinded, they're just
brainwashed,
stupid. They are useful idiots that Lenin would be in love with.
Exactly. So they're not the problem. I want to go after the people that are causing the problem, not the people that are okay. You're burning and rioting and causing shit to go up on flames. Okay, you're a problem, but you're not the cause of.
Right. You're a severe symptom. Yeah.
Yeah. That's putting a Band-Aid on it. No, we don't. I don't want to treat the symptoms. I want to take care of everything.
Yeah, I agree with Dean. It's a damning indictment that 19 states need to threaten to secede, and then there's the greater Idaho thing. There's California talked about being broken into 6 parts and 10 parts and 2 parts, and we historically speaking, we are long overdue for a revolution, for a second war.
I don't think we need to secede. This is the United States of America.
Right.
We need to take care of the politicians that are corrupting America.
We need to throw them all out. Like
we need to get rid. This is the United States. We are one of the most dangerous countries ever. We're not the greatest anymore, not by a fucking long shot. And there's actually a quote in a movie I wish I could play for y'all. But we're like number 1 on crime, and that's about it. And that's terrifying. We are the youngest country, and we have kicked more ass than I care to count. But I have no intention of splitting, seceding. I can't control that. So if they do it, they do it. But I want to deal with the people that are causing the mindset of, hey, we're going to secede. That shouldn't be a thought. Why? If we're having such a problem, and these Republicans are so afraid to go after the Democrats for whatever reason, whether they have them in their pocket, whether they have blackmail on them. I'm sorry. If you're getting blackmailed as a politician, you shouldn't be in office anyways. So take care of if the Democrats are causing problems, especially like this on a global scale, and I'm sorry, the election in the United States of America is a global ordeal. My roommate said it is not. It 100% is a global issue, depending on who wins, because they affect ties with many countries. And if we have old gropey Joe in president, and he's already admitted, if me and Kamala Harris don't agree on something, then I'll magically come down with a disease and have to step down. Kamala admitted months ago. This was recently, but Kamala admitted months ago that I'm going to step down so she can take over, so Nancy Pelosi can step up as the VP. So we know everything's corrupt. We know they're trying to put people in power that want to take the guns away, that want to take our freedoms away, and they're doing a fucking amazing job at it right now by making us wear masks, by limiting how many people we can hang out with, by limiting where we can go. They're killing small businesses.
Yeah.
Thousands. But for some reason, the 3%ers and the Proud Boys and all these people, we're ready. Why are we going? Because clearly this is there's been shit going on for months, and if one person takes a stand, that dude's getting killed and going to jail for a long time. If if you have the numbers as the Proud Boys, as the 3%ers, as patriots, whatever you call yourselves, then we should have been dealing with this problem a long time ago, because this mask mandate, these businesses shutting down, everything that's been going on, this fraud. You can't tell me, if you say there's no election fraud, you're a fucking moron. And if you tell me to cope with the election, I'm probably going to kick you in the dick. Oh, you want to defund the police, so call somebody the fuck else. By the way, the social worker that was taking over for the police in one of those states that defunded the police was stabbed to death by the guy she was trying to help out. So that
the situation.
That should tell you that the defunding of the police. Now, some police are corrupt. I'm not saying all of them. I support the police that are actually out there to serve and protect and took that oath seriously. But we do need some investigations into the forces themselves to get rid of those that are causing problems. But if you want to defund the police, you don't get to call the police when something happens.
That's right.
Plain and simple. Now, as far as everything else goes,
911 is not an option for you.
911 is not an option.
Police, anything like that.
And I'm probably going to be under investigation, banned, or fucking have this video removed because of what I've said.
No, fuck them. Hey, I'll go down with you, brother.
But that's because, again, they're trying to take away our freedoms. Take away the guns, you take away freedom of speech, freedom of the press, you take away everything. Once the guns are gone, it's over.
We're lambs for the slaughter.
And as it stands right now, with nobody standing up to take back their freedoms, they're just Trump. That's why I like Trump. He was for the freedoms. He's an idiot. He needs to stay the hell off of Twitter sometimes. He says some stupid shit. But he does care about protecting the freedoms of the people of the United States of America.
I love Trump, but I agree. He lives on Twitter. My God.
Yes, he does. And I'm hoping – I just want one win. I haven't seen – every time I hear something good, it gets shut down before it's even put into place. And it's the fact that it can go on this long that we're watching, hey, Texas is suing, and it got thrown out. Hey, Trump is trying to hold cases. We have evidence of voter fraud, and we're not going to take that case. I'm sorry, but the fact that you refuse to take a case with evidence shows me you're just as fucking corrupt as well.
Somebody got bought or blackmailed. It's just that simple at this point.
Exactly. So the fact that you don't want to do your job because you're biased, you don't need that job anymore. For what?
I'm getting more bought, paid off. Somebody absolutely, I don't know about blackmail, but it absolutely paid off. Somebody got a healthy sum of money for that, eh?
Very much so.
Well, bribery is just blackmail with manners, really.
Yes, it really is. Because as soon as you get that money, they have you.
Fair point.
So, yeah.
I saw something the other day talking about how there's been proof of Mitt Romney, I think it was, taking donations from George Soros.
That doesn't surprise me.
Like into his personal account and all that.
That's not surprising at all.
The media is not going to cover that. In fact, if you try and find anything for Trump right now on Google, it won't.
Not happening.
It won't show you a damn thing on any.
No, because there's nothing that fits the media's agenda. There's nothing. There's nothing that they want all of us to hear.
No, none at all. So with this case getting thrown out, I mean, the wake-up call should have been the election itself. The wake-up call should have been, holy crap, this is fraudulent as hell. And everybody's saying to cope, and Biden's my president. You can suck my balls.
Mr. Garrison.
Miss Garrison.
Yeah.
You suck my balls, Miss Garrison.
I like how, it was 45 minutes ago, I was sitting here like, oh, yeah, we don't really get into the politics on this show. And now look at
again, I try and save everything for the very end so I can at least get my opinion out. I want to cover the articles and everything and get through the story, get the content that people actually want to watch out. But I do have some concerns, and the fact that we haven't stood up for our freedoms yet is terrifying to me.
It is.
There have been a dozen the rioting, the march on the White House to try and remove the president before the inauguration. We have the voter fraud. We have the Texas case being thrown out. We have every state throwing out the chances of Trump going to court. Them going for the Second Amendment for years. There's case upon case where they're clearly not for the, Nancy Pelosi holding stimulus checks hostage for the fact that she's not getting what she wants so that people don't get money.
Oh, she's still got mine.
Yeah,
I still have to pay mine.
So the fact that we've had all these wake-up calls and nobody's actually woken up.
Here's the thing.
I'm telling you right now, 10,000 good Proud Boys, 10,000 paid true patriots, we'd have this shit settled in a week.
I'd want 100,000 just for the purpose of just making such a show force to scare that like an Achilles. I will fight you until you no longer want to fight me. You beat them into such submission that the thought of them ever rising up again scared them to the core of their being.
I agree with Dean Sardi. I'd laugh my ass off if on January 20th, 2021, the military shows up to Biden's inauguration just to arrest him for treason. Mind you, he has a boot on. He has a boot that is hiding something on his leg because he keeps putting weight on that leg. He is still putting pressure on. He got out of a car and put all his weight. For having a bum leg, you shouldn't be putting weight on it.
Yeah.
What's he hiding?
Mm-hmm.
So clearly there's so much going on right now. We can't trust the mainstream media to actually report anything. We can't trust mainstream search engines to tell us anything because they're clearly bought. So, if we want to get things back to how they should be, and I wish I had the following to make a call, but I don't. If I had 100 views a day, I'd be like, fuck it, let's go. I'll take a week off work. Because that's how, if we had the numbers, that's how long it would take. 1 week. Because the military is not going to support them. The only people that they're going to really have backing them are going to be their private security. Because I know there's going to be a couple of police officers. Don't get me wrong. There's going to be a couple of police officers. However, there's not going to be enough.
No.
And it's only, let me tell you this, it's only treason if we lose.
Yeah. We got the hunters, we got the hunters, we got the veterans, we got the bikers. Yeah.
I was oh God. Speaking of the bikers, I was itching to see Antifa march to try and stop the biker convention.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was ready to. I was going to get popcorn going, get me a couple beers. Like I was.
Even they couldn't be that stupid, eh?
Please.
Don't ruin my fantasies. I had a friend who was there, and they were laughing their balls off the whole time.
I really wanted to see Antifa try and fuck with a bunch of bikers. I'll tell you right now, I got a lot of biker buddies that may or may not have felony arrests, that may or may not still have their Second Amendment rights.
Well, they got them. It's just not official.
You are fucking with a group of people that go to jail just because their buddy did something and they got framed for it. Like, hey, I'll take the heat for this one. I ain't gonna snitch. These guys have a better. These guys have the same coat of arms that good military members have. You watch my back, I'll watch yours. They're not Blue Falcons. None of them are. And if you are, you got the shit kicked out of you, and then you got your patches removed. And actually, there's a veteran or a biker group dedicated to the 22 a day that's going to be launching in January, and they're going to be releasing a line of clothing and everything. And it's I'm going to be supporting them as well, and I'll try and get more information for y'all next week for the show. But I'm planning on joining up with them. You don't have to be a biker, but it's going to be for the 22 a day, and they're going to be paying attention to some of the shit that's going on right now. And I think one of the things they mentioned is they're planning on driving to Washington during the inauguration. So
send me a link about them if you can, Cam.
Yeah, I got a screenshot of them. It's on TikTok. I'll send you their shit as well. So
Yeah.
I know you're on there. So
yeah,
they're not a group to fuck with. Just like real and the fun. I think the funniest thing about all of this is they claim the military is going to take the Second Amendment away from the people. That the military would march against their own people if they try and remove the president. I'm sorry. what is it? 78% of the military has already shown backing for Trump. They found 16,000 ballots for President Trump thrown away in Georgia from the military and overseas.
Yep.
You don't tell me a bunch of dudes that are willing to sacrifice their life for this country are going to sacrifice their life to destroy this country?
Or someone who hates them? Yeah.
No.
Yeah. You actively march and protest against them. Why do you think they're going to back your ass? Well, they have to. It's a United States, the UCNJ dictates if you are given an unlawful or unconstitutional order, which meaning if you get ordered to take away the guns of the people and take away the freedom of the people, you have every right to refuse that order.
You have to refuse that order. You'll be in a cell next to whoever the fuck gave you that order.
And you probably beat the bricks off of him too.
And yeah, you have to disobey that order. That's from the Nuremberg. That's a result of the Nuremberg trials.
It's your civic duty.
100%.
Your civic duty, not just your right. It's your duty.
Again, and if Biden thinks I'm going to pay $200 for every semi-automatic gun I own or for every magazine I have over 10 rounds in, I don't have the money for you. My money went to the
lost a long voting accident, I guess, isn't it?
I've got enough firearms where I'd be hitting hundreds of thousands of dollars.
There you go.
So you ain't getting that money, and you ain't getting my guns. And if you make felons out of everybody that owns guns and refuses to do that, guess what? We're already felons. What more is going to hurt us?
What's one more charge?
What's one more charge? We're going away for life anyways. Fuck it.
Yeah. Hey, it's in Florida, felon possession of a firearm is 25 to life. Mandatory at least 25. But you know what? Fuck it.
So what's one more charge on that?
What's another one? I'll tell you what, though, man. The Democrats 4 years ago, the Democrats were actually onto something, and you have to give them credit for something. When everybody said, or when all the Democrats said, "Trump's not my president," they were onto something. Good. Say it right now. Biden is not my president.
Biden is not my president.
Doesn't that feel great?
And the fact that they
will never be my president. I'm sorry.
They went 4 years with saying Trump's not my president, impeach him. They did everything they fucking could to get that poor man out of office. They went after his family. They got a good man fired for doing his job, for making a phone call. If you find it on Amazon Prime, it's the attack against the president or something like that. It'll wake you up real quick. Because they got a man fired for having a phone call with a foreign national when he was taking over the position, saying he was making deals and shit, when in reality he was collecting information, trying to make a relationship so he could figure out how he needs to handle this. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no law against that. If he was making deals for a position he's not in power for already, they also got caught using 2 agents fraudulently to investigate him, saying he was in an investigation without him knowing. They just sent 2 agents in, had him be interviewed with him thinking it was for something else. And these guys got off scot-free. You know how many felon crimes these motherfuckers have committed?
Several.
They should go away from multiple levels from the shit they've done. Those FISA warrants were complete fabrications. They were all based on lies. Everybody knows that.
If FISA warrant, if you don't know what that is, it's basically a warrant without anybody knowing.
Yep.
So this dude didn't know he had a warrant out for him. There was also a case where the media showed up 14 minutes before the police showed up to arrest somebody. So yeah, the media knowing that this guy's going to get arrested, that's clearly something that they got told about. Hey, this is happening tonight. Go cover it. And we wanted it covered so that they can make the Republicans look bad again. Why? I want a Republican like Trey Gowdy again with fucking balls that, hey, you're doing stupid shit. Guess what? You're under investigation.
That's right.
Not, oh, well, you're doing stupid stuff. Well, I'll mind my P's and Q's. No, grow a set, get you some, and figure out what the hell is going on. Do your job. Your job is to protect the people of this country. You are elected into position to represent the people of the United States of America. The fact that you have no fucking balls to do that means you don't need to be in that position anymore.
You know, I'm going to say this much. As far as term limits, we need to do one better than term limits. We need to strip the Congress of their ability to give themselves pay raises and bonuses.
Very much so.
But here's the thing. Originally, from what I understand, they were only getting per diem for being there. Now they are giving
$116,000 a year.
196.
Oh wow, I've seen 116 on some of them.
It's 194.
Only have to meet once a year.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. Find me a true servant that can give themselves a raise. These are not servants. These are crooks.
And the rest of your life, you're not going to get $100,000. If you do one term, you get like $7,000 a year for doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do, if you fill your term limit out and do your job appropriately, sure, you'll get $25,000 to $50,000
appropriately. Yeah,
but you're not going to get $100,000.
Oh yeah. You get 116. Yeah. Okay.
The rest of your life, as long as you just serve once. That's and that's taxpayer money. You know how much money we would save if we fixed their paycheck?
You know what we do? If we do term limits, we not only do term limits, if you've served over 8 years, you should be forced to pay every penny back you've ever made, and your term should be up right there and then. Every dime you've made over 8 years, and your investments should be investigated. Whatever you made fraudulently from insider trading and all that, you should be forced to bring it back. And if you end up in the poorhouse, so damn what?
If you did fraudulent investments like that with the taxpayer money, I agree with that. You need to pay it back.
Yeah. And you need to do jail time.
Yes. Very much.
I'm talking like federal pound me in the ass prison federal time.
Although I found I have the U.S. Constitution, and I found an interesting article. U.S. Congress members can be they can avoid jail time. It was something along the lines of, if you commit a crime, you're not going to go to jail because you're a Congress member. So,
of course.
Which that amendment needs to be thrown out right the hell now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
People need to be made examples of to instill terror into future people coming in. They really do. They need to be made an example of.
We have 8 minutes left. I'm going to cover what Pitbull said earlier. We're going to jump into the aliens. So I did try and save him a little bit of time. I know I went off on a tangent. I'm pissed off that not more of y'all are pissed off like me. I'm upset that we're not doing something yet. I'm clearly agitated as all hell with the state of this country. But Pitbull did ask about the aliens. I do believe there are aliens out there. The FBI actually confirmed the existence of aliens this year, and I know it was to distract us from something else, but you're not going to tell me out of this entire galaxy and out of this entire universe there's not foreign life on a foreign planet that we don't know about. We're not advanced enough to go investigate, and the fact that we claim that there's no life out there, bullshit. We know more about our galaxy than we know about our ocean. For all we know, Cthulhu's asleep down there just waiting for 2020 to wrap up so he can show up. So if we know more about our galaxy and we don't know, clearly we're missing some stuff.
Hey, Athen, let me ask you something. Isn't it true that we have, like, as far as knowledge, like total knowledge, that we're like out of 100%, we've only got like 2 to 4% of all the knowledge in the universe or something like that?
I think so. I think it's something like that, because like we don't know a lot about anything really.
Well, and that's the thing. If we've only got 2 to 4% of all the knowledge in the universe, we cannot say anything conclusively. So we have to hold a lot of things in tension and wait and live up to all of our billing about having an open mind. And there's nothing wrong with having an open mind, but have it because you want to know the truth, not because you want to know what you want to know. If I'm sitting on a car, it doesn't matter what I want to know about what's wrong with it. I have to find what's wrong with it, no matter how much of a pain in the ass repair it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about, this is what it is. It doesn't matter how I feel about it. You got to detach your feelings and be dispassionate and professional. And some people just don't know how to do that.
So, it's like you got to look at it as in like, so as far as the amount of knowledge, what we know about everything, like, we've only explored basically we have a sample size of 1. We have the world as that we've explored, that we've seen, that we know. We don't even know everything about that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, the furthest out we've reached is the Voyager 2 probe, I think it was. That's just now been entering into interstellar space and all that stuff. And
gotcha.
Like, that's all that we know about the universe. We can look out there with cameras and stuff like that, and try to guess what we think things are, but that oftentimes that is coming up wrong. Then also we've got all your physics type stuff, string theory and everything like that, which
yeah.
I'm rambling.
Yeah. I mean, I'm on a tangent. So
I'm a nerd. What can I say?
But try and get this show out to Elon Musk for the railgun. Don't let any of your liberal friends see this show ever.
No,
because they will do everything in their power to get us banned, and those bastards have more of a hive mind than we do. They're willing to blow up a post and hate on it more than y'all are willing to love on a post and share the shit out of it.
Oh yeah.
So don't let them see it. Athen's beard is failing us right now. He said he didn't have a chance to do it, even though
it's a weird, funky shade of bluish purple from what I can see.
He promised he was going to do it after the show, but he didn't.
I wasn't able to. I had to go do something last week after the show.
A thing?
Yep.
So
I have disappointment.
But if y'all want to come on, we have no problems bringing guests on at all. If you want,
they put up with my shit, so they're pretty amazing.
So if you want to be a part of the show, please ask us. We'll bring you on. If you want to start your own show, please contact Justin or Richie. They will get you going. We do have an open slot now. We actually have several open slots. We are planning on going for the world record again. Good Lord. But stick around for that. Yeah, I know it's been 2 months since that. Betty's fucking failing hard. Any questions? If you want to cover any articles, if you want to submit any OSHA violations, wacky animals, Florida man stories for the week, please contact me directly on Facebook, Instagram. That's basically the only ones you can really contact. Parler, I'm on Parler. That's really the only ones you can really find me on actively. But send them in. We'll cover them. We have no problems doing that. We always appreciate y'all coming out on these lovely Sunday afternoons and joining us. We hope, we have some weird stories. It's going to be hard to beat next week. Please stick around to what happened to the article you sent me.
Gunny boy.
Fuck, I forgot you sent it. Sorry, Dean. I was looking for articles last night and my mind was just gone. I'll have to get that posted up next week for you. Sorry about that. I know I covered your last one, but I completely forgot this one. But thanks for all the love and support y'all give us. Thanks for sticking around. Hopefully we can break we've been stuck on 1,000 views a week and a 5,000 reach for months now. I'm hoping we can break that soon. I'd like to see more increases on numbers. We're getting close to breaking 2,000 followers on WoW Entertainment. We're like 100 off, guys. So if you could share WoW Entertainment, if you can get your friends to like it, I'd like to be at 2,000 before the new year. That's my challenge for y'all. I want to hit 2,000 followers for WoW Entertainment before 2021.
That would be a very Merry Christmas.
That would be that's. I think y'all can do it, but I want y'all to prove to me y'all can do it. As always,
what's up, guys?
Yeah. As always, I'm Cameron.
I'm Athen.
I'm Nico.
I'm Mickey.
And it's 1700 somewhere.